Alright guys, so I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, a little ride around in Tony Elliott's 1996 Chevrolet Impala. Was originally an LT1 car, a Gen 3, based off a small block Chevy. Now we have a drivetrain out of a 2006 Pontiac GTO, which is a LS2, and a 4L65E, 4-speed automatic with overdrive. It has a small camshaft in it, a Magnuson 2350 blower, which is on about 8 psi. Let's see here, we are on pump 93 octane. The swap was done at Hawks Motorsports in East South Carolina. The tuning was done by me at Hawks, for Hawks, as a Hawks employee. We have, let's see here, give you guys some numbers. It made like 560 in third gear, at 5,900 RPMs and like 630 foot-pounds of torque. This thing all around is a great driver. It still has the stock converter in it. So I mean, as you can see, it cruises absolutely amazing. It does great when you punch down, and you know it's got enough torque where it doesn't lay over. It just takes off. Lockup's nice. You don't get a freaking hard slam whenever it locks up. Now this thing is on 26s or 28s. It's got some real big wheels on it with some rubber bands. But as you can see, I mean, it rides like a Cadillac. Like, it is just absolutely awesome. Cruising around, great fuel mileage. And we did have to play around with the blower pulleys to figure out exactly where we wanted it to be. You know, with it being a stock bottom end LS2, trying to be good to it, you know, give him something that's going to stay alive for a long time and him still be able to beat on and play with. Now, the rear gear ratio is higher, I guess. Is a higher gear, but is a lower number. So let me see here. Got my HP tuners right here. Log in. And this is a full speed density tune. We did a 2-bar custom operating system, scaled to kind of what he's going to be running. On this E40 ECU, let me see here. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, hold up. Just cruising around easily South Carolina. His rear gear is a 350. For some reason I thought it was way different than that. Well, anyways, in third gear I was pulling about 190 mile an hour on the dyno with it not locked up. If that tells you anything right there. Oh, actually I was looking in the wrong file there, excuse me. Let me Gen 4. Let's see here, Tony Elliott. Let's see here. Yeah, so it has a 273 gear ratio. Yeah, so I mean, in third gear it's doing 190 mile an hour. I mean, he's got some Proc Sports on it. positive. Well, I was not able to get the hood popped. I'll probably get some thumbs down for that, but you know, it is what it is. I had to fight this thing to get the freaking hood open. I don't feel like doing it on the side of the road. I'm gonna give you guys some spirited driving around. There's a couple little rips here and there. And that was with our manifold air temp about 150. So, you know, I was just sitting there heat soaking. We'll let it, we'll get some air moving across the radiator or across the heat exchanger. Oh yeah, it's plummeting right now, and you can see it. 130, it was just about 100. There we go. Yeah, so I had the manifold air temp, or the intake air temp timing table kind of aggressive since this thing's on 93. It's definitely going to pull a good bit of ignition timing out just to keep everything nice and happy, you know, the way it should be. Yeah, just cruising around beautiful South Carolina. Fresh off the dyno, you know, so we got everything good and just making sure she's happy. Everything's acting the way it should be.